Hello and welcome back to Picking Plays. That's my forward, the Kaiserreich mod. We are back in Combined Syndicates of America. We might as well get things kicked off already, because this is, I believe, the first episode after we have won the war. I missed the upload date for those who are watching as these videos come out, but that's not the worst thing in the world, because it's going to come out today after, and so it'll be a double upload today, and then yeah, everything will be fine. It'll be fine. So today is going to be an episode based around... Okay, who's all this fighting? Whomst is all this fighting about? You have joined. Ah, the Third International. Third Internationale. Alright, neat, neat. Putting yourself into quite a lot of danger there. You know, I could be sending them support. I could. I have troops aplenty, I suppose. It's 1939. We really don't have, you know, the facilities to carry out a large, you know, proper unit transfer to go over there. The troops we have are just not really cut out for a war in Europe at the moment, although, oh my god, socialist Italy, you're not having a good day against the Sicilians. I wonder what happened. I mean, I guess you're fighting pretty well against the Austrians, and Poland is doing very well indeed, but it's a bit disconcerting, if I do say so myself, to see the weak spot of the French flank so exposed. Let's see. What do we gotta do? I mean, I guess we need to send someone. How many can I send you, good sir? Send volunteers. 2. What about you? Send volunteers? I can send 2 to the Mussolines. Okay. Most of my troops are very, 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 very weak. Oh my, oh my. Let's send the mountain divisions, the mountain men, who shall go over and fight for our honor. Split them up into teams of 2. And, let's see. Cold Stream Guards. It's France, Italy, Britain. The locals? No, there's Norway, but we're not counting Norway. There's these guys, but they're not really a part of this. They'll lose. Ooh, and the National Pacification Army. Okay, that's neat, but what are you going to do about it? Another group, team of 2, please. Now the rest go back into that army. You see, on the Maurice, Tisa, and Hetke. You send volunteers. Maurice, Tisa, Hetke. There you go. Not gonna bother with air power because I don't really need my things to be destroyed right now. We need to rebuild our own nation. We can't really be worried about saving the international over there. Our focus is spreading syndicalism throughout the new hemisphere. We're not really concerned about the old stuff. We're concerned about taking out Canada, Mexico. Yucatan is already syndicalist, if I remember. Now, Cuba is a threat because they are Reichspakt, but they might be the exception to the rule. It's most about taking out the Entente nearby, is the thing. So, I only have 47 command power. I think I need more in order to, what is it? Send attaché. Yeah, we need 50. You put yourself right there around Les Piezas. And who else? The British. Pip Pip Trio. Go over here to Dunkirk. Communard forces go to Verdun. Or I suppose I could send it to the Swiss Alps. Look at this. This is just an absurd amount of troops in this area. frivolous bombing. I could really help by just getting the Entente distracted in America. I think that's one way that I could particularly be helping them. In a way that doesn't involve me having to go across the ocean, because I don't have a navy that is going to be good enough to do that anytime soon. 1940 tech. My navy is not going to be up to standard, so I think I just need to focus around North America. That being said, it's probably going to end up with a situation where we never actually take a peace deal because we won't be able to take out the French. Or maybe we will. Maybe we could use the Communard forces to help us across. Federalists, the Second Constitutional Convention is done. Commonwealth of America, probably going to be a event chain. So yes. Right. Well, in the meantime, we'll just take the next step. Here we go. Loyalists, the old order. Good to have our troops nearby. They'll be fighting through thick and thin, through dummy thick. You move over a province because that seems to be where the fighting is. And have you arrived? Yep, Dunkirk. No. Maybe come to Lille. Maybe go to Lille. That seems to be where the fighting is. Get involved in as many defensive actions as you can. Norway's out and been taken over by the Netherlands. It's always the Netherlands that get ya. Socialist Constitution System of Government. Okay. So this is Syndicalism, Totalism versus Radsock. Whew. The AFL has made a splash with the new expected in a landslide victory over the IWW, having supposed that the easy article in the new legislative branch has drawn a line in the sand, and IWW representatives argue that America should be strictly anarcho-syndicalist government with a legislative vested in the industrial trade unions. These unions seek to abolish membership fees and elect representative via wall-to-wall bargaining unit elections. This sounds about as interesting as trade union talk in the prequels. So, yeah, Totalists gain the edge of the conversation. Thank you. Socialist Convention Framework approved. Not sure what you're doing, but there's only one button, and when there's one button, you hit it. Speaking of which, human rights and workers. Boom, human rights approved. You get your rights. Socialist Judiciary. Syndicalists versus Totalists. We're going Totalist because we want nightmare fuel. That is what I'm here for. Just look at the Commonwealth of America videos, which is still going to be labeled as my God, Poland. Poland, you utter mad lad. Well, now I want to get involved in this war just to make sure you don't take too much. Oh my God. Could you not? I guess we can build more Omaha classes, but I don't have enough to build more. Litchfield classes. Why not? I could always use more. We ain't got money for a navy. Are you kidding me? Status at the president. Sort of unaligned delegates have attempted to leave the rest for recess several times. No avail. It appears that the issue of the executive powers has not been met in impasse. Decision must be made for the delegates. Starve in indecision. What about indigestion? One of our side in the IWW, whose plans for a totally anarcho-syndicalist government requires there to not be an executive office. The weak hand can never oppress, or totalists get the edge. Absolutely. We want Totalist government. CSA, Central Committee. Last America standing. And guaranteed employment to stop all tyrants. Or, boom, dignity of the labor will stop tyrants. Indeed. So, looks like Poland is now Chicago, Philadelphia, or New York City. In the city. So, let's see. Relative beliefs. Loyal cities such as Chicago, Philadelphia, or New York City. Well, Chicago is kind of like the Washington, so it was I'm trying to think of... So Washington, D.C., historical capital, but for that exact reason, it should be changed. Chicago, the capital of Jack Reed, the capital of our state up until this point, and also the capital of the Rust Belt, although at this point it would be the Steel Belt. So definitely a labor capital throughout the world. Philadelphia, an important center of trade, and New York City, quite possibly the largest city in America at this point, and also a coastal. I'm thinking keep it Chicago for the labor aspect, because New York City is more like the finance capital of the world. Those greedy bankers can't have that. How dare they? So, I'm interested to see what a Poland-dominated world is going to look like. Constitutional Convention has concluded. Interim president in the capital moves to Illinois. As one does. Over here, our troops are getting good experience being bombed daily. The interim president, Earl Broder, or trade union legality, becomes the ruling party. Okay, I should probably do this. On the final day of Congress, John Silas Reed, better known as Jack Reed, announced that he would step down as the leader of the country. Rumors of his deteriorating health has kept away from the press, and a gentleman's agreement of sorts. Jack Reed proclaimed that he would spend his remaining time with his wife, Louise, and his daughter. Moreover, Reed emphasized his role was to see the country through the revolution, but the new leader needs to lead it now. Of the attendees of the Congress, two of them gained the most prominence. One is Earl Broder, currently Secretary of Communications, who has taken his allies in the for state-planned economy, has begun advertising for his own campaign for state media. The other is William Z. Foster, a major force in the Constitutional Convention in getting the AFL to advocate centralism, and has called for the connections for his campaign. There's an understanding that even with the position of lacking his interim until the election, it will allow either president to exert a great deal of influence over the country's groundwork. So, take an allied, planned economy versus major force in getting the AFL to advocate for centralism. Whomst are you, Flynn? What are you doing here? Who's Oops, there it is. Earl Broder. Your boy Broder. Yeah. So, that would mean, hey. What happened there? Cannot have this in the Union of Socialists. Right. Lead the revolution. Dictatorship of the proletariats, pro-reactionaries. Yeah, I think I did it right. Brothers. Lead the revolution, political commissars. Yeah, this is the way I wanted to go. Defend the revolution, Revolutionary Guard, revolutionary broadcast, create the CIA. The irony. Rebuilding the country. Destroy Jim Crow, liberate the Whammons, emancipation. Oh, first you have to emancipate them all before you can liberate the women? Really? You gotta do it second? Let's see. Just trying to figure out where people's commissars dismantle centralism, ban wall-to-wall elections. I'm trying to figure out where stopping these dang terrorists is. But we'll figure that out later. Iceland is joined at the international. Truly, the man's country. Italy, did you do anything? Poland's been winning your war for you. Come on. I really am curious to see what Poland is going to do. How are you so strong? Browder's second in command. Ballum. Political power. Ambitious union boss. Totalist chairman. Factory speed. We got political protege. James Ford or Gus Hull. Max Bredrek, I guess. Sure. I got a problem with that. I ain't got no problems with that. You're almost done with your last division. That's fine. What do we got? Finally got better guns. How is the... Good. Medium tanks are coming along. 1940 tech. Do it to it. Do need to worry about M4s. Oh, good. Finally, the M4. No, we don't need to worry about that. Indeed, we need to worry about other things. But we need medium tanks. We need a lot of them. We need to start mass producing medium tanks to the point where we give away other things. Just need a lot of medium tanks. Heavy tanks, not necessary. I think I should get rid of my heavy tank designs. They really aren't going to do very well into the future. They are not future-proofed as much as one might want. You're infantry experts. You know, yeah, just help them. Just help them. Like, oof, look at that defense. It's delicious. Compared to what they're throwing at us, we're just blasting them down. But only because we're on their defense. They can come at us with too much numbers to be able to hold out. Glycialo Lemuria has fallen. The next step. Let's see. Economic policies. Collective farms. Yeah, this is exactly what I want. Rebuild the nation, please. We need to start the 5-year plan. And oh my god, they got bicycles. We're done. We're done for. It's a very interesting flag. I kind of like it. Oh no, total is confirmed. Sayote no shini. Poland, what are you gonna do? You've almost... Wait a minute, Greece, you took over the Belgrade Pact? And Mexico has declared war on Central America, meaning that now Mexico is at war with the Internationale. Justify. Take 125 days. Scratch that rebuilding. Free the free world, please. We need to go on the offensive. And by that I mean, before we are done here today, gentlemans, I need to bring all my troops down south. You get ready. We're going to invade Mexico. And we're going to do it our way. You get prepared for a naval invasion from New Orleans onto Veracruz. There you go. Have fun with that. I mean, we're holding this position. We're being kicked around, but we're holding. Say what thou will. We need to look after Central America. Paul Robson declares world tour. Neat. Wait a minute. I turned on something, right? No, okay. I got so scared for a minute. They're just our enemies because we're supporting the other guy. Okay, so that was scary. That was a scary one. I'm actually going to have to end this episode a little bit early, and I think I'll skip ahead until we're ready to attack Mexico. But thank you for watching. I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.